Your attention, please.
Hello, and thank you for pressing play. I posted a video before of me playing some of my favorite NES games like Bionic Commando, Mega Man 2, and Blades of Steel. This time around, I thought I'd give a tour of some of my NES games that aren't so popular with me. Let's start with Base Wars. I did a review on this game before, and it's not a bad game. I simply haven't given it a lot of playtime, as it's much more fun when you're playing against a human opponent. So you're a baseball team of robots. Some run, some have treads, some have wheels. You're also outfitted with weapons so that if you're tagged at a base, you can fight for your chance to be safe. There is the option to build your own team of robots, earn money, and buy upgrades. Next on the list is Godzilla. Easy but repetitive, and it gets boring. I had a lot of fun with it when I was younger, but now not so much. I also posted a review of this game. In this game, you can play as Mothra and Godzilla. You have to get both monsters across the grid and fight through the base at the end. Coming in the opposite direction are monsters from the films, which you'll also have to fight. You start on Earth and go from planet to planet, making your way out to Pluto. So what you're seeing here is pretty much the entire game. There's a few different types of landscapes, but they repeat soon and repeat often. Each grid gets bigger and bigger as you move on, extending the gameplay and your need to do the same thing over and over. The number of monsters to face along the way also increases as you progress. And even though there's a variety to go up against, they all pretty much fight the same. Next on the list for today is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So much in this game is just dumb, and the gameplay gets incredibly hard after a few levels. You saw me fight through the sewer, for example, and that's the first level. But you can see that there was no need. I could have just walked around the building. Here's a sewer where the only thing at the end is a pizza to replenish your health that you lost while you were getting there. And then you have to fight your way back out through the sewer because the enemies have respawned. Although the first few levels do provide some fun turtle action, and they do a good job of mixing up the level variety, as later on you'll find yourself underwater, then driving the turtle van around, I found that it caused much more frustration than it was worth. Last one I'm going to talk about is Beetlejuice. I've also reviewed this game. Looking back, I think I was a little too harsh on it. It's still not a great game, but it's not as boring as I thought it was. Apparently, I was just a boring player. You see, there's lots of bugs in this game, and I don't mean glitches. I mean actual bugs. Squash bugs are like currency, and I used to think that you needed a boatload to buy your upgrades. I would spend 2/3 of my time killing bugs so that I would have a lot of currency. Turns out you really don't need that many upgrades to make it through the game, unless you really suck. I realized this as I recorded this video, and made it as far as I ever had in record time. And I wasn't even trying that hard, I just wanted some video footage. The first half is a pretty basic platformer. Then you get into the Dietz's house, and it turns into a top-down perspective game. And it's a nice change, and it provides some variety in the levels. The toughest part of the whole game is the sandworm level you can encounter in the house. This is where I died. This is where I always die. That's it for now. I think sometime I'll have to do a video like this for my Mega Man 2, 3, and 4 games.